right. So, all right, what we doing here is I'm gonna do is show y'all. This is the new Kemet, or the new Egypt here, right here, in this city. So follow me. This is one of the actual, right here. If you can see it right here, one of the prominent pyramids here. So, but if you look at, I looked at the structure of it, of the city, while I'm visiting around it. They also have, well, I'm gonna tell you, well, they also have a river just like the Nile River, exactly like it. The way everything is set up, the architecture is set up just like how Kemet or Egypt is. But yeah, I'm gonna walk around and pause and record and pause, show you different aspects of this place. Even the smallest things, when you pay attention to it, it is very symbolic. All right. Okay, this is the pyramid I showed you first, but you can't really see the top aspect of it. But this is a step pyramid here. Okay, step pyramid here. This is downtown where I'm at. And on the street corners, you have these pyramids. These are like the bus routes. And as you see down the street right there, the same one. Let me zoom in so you can see it. See right there? So on every street corner you have one of these too, showing all the bus routes too also. But those are pyramids too, small pyramids, but still very significant. Okay. I'm gonna show you this building, but I have to get on the other side so you can see everything I'm saying. All right, now you can see, all right here how it goes up, but you say, oh, what's the top? Why is it doing that? It's still a pyramid, just because it's structured different than an actual triangular shaped pyramid. See how it goes up into that shape, and then it goes straight up. But that's how it looks on the bottom end. But going up, these are all the rooms or the suites to that bank there. But that's the actual pyramid itself. That is a pyramid. Just because it's shaped differently. See how it goes up? It's like that on four sides. 1, 2, 3, and then it's opposite sides you can't see. But yeah, this is a pyramid too also. Yeah, I was on my way walking around, I just seen like 2 birds on the ground. One right here, one right there. That's crazy. You know, at least they get to leave out this body and go to somewhere else more powerful. All right, and right here, you know, these only the street names right here on them, right? But they look like pylons here, and here you got 2 of them across the street. This is, of course, as you can see, Laura Street. Okay, right here, as you can see, this is another pyramid at the top. How it points at the top, even though the actual pyramid it's more at the bottom. How it goes. Let me see. Let me show you. Right there. Then it goes up here, it goes straight up, and at the top, look what you have at the top. Right there, right at the top. So it throws you off if you don't know what you're looking at. But this architecture is the architecture of the new Kemet or Egypt. All right, this is gonna be pretty cool right here. Notice showing you. I'm gonna keep going, but I some just like even right here, like the two pyramids right there, right next to them. Like the small, these are like those small like sun plates. Like people like put like mirrors or windows, sun windows inside their house, like the same thing, but it's like right above. So right here, all these pyramids, right, that I've been showing you so far, they like right next to each other. You got this one, you got this one there at the top. You got this one right here. You got that one right there. It's funny how they all sitting right next to each other. Man, it's a lot of smoke going. All right, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I was walking up this bridge right here. You see another pyramid from a distance, and that's a theater right there. It's right over here, right in the distance. You can see it. I'm trying to get to where it's not unfocused like this. I don't know why. There's nothing in front of it. Oh, I know what it is. There it goes, right there. And right here goes the step pyramid. You can see from the side angle. I'm glad I caught it from this view. I can see it from this view, right? It's a side step pyramid. 1, 2, 3, comes up. 1, 2, 3, goes down. It's a step pyramid right there. You can see it. You gotta really just have your focus. And right here, here's the Nile right here. And this, like, so crazy. This is the only river. Some people thought it was I gotta stay focused right here because it's either do or die right here. You can keep it or you can lose it. All right, this is the only river in the United States that flows upstream. The St. John's River. You should pretty much know where it goes, and it goes a good distance. Damn near it takes up the whole state. It's very symbolic to the Nile River. Just the Nile River flows upstream too. This is the only river that flows upstream. Right here, even there too. There's more pyramids right here, pyramid right there too. And there's another one right here. You see right here across the way, and there's another one there. There's 2 of them. Architecture, all in architecture. So as you can see, this is the Nile right here. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving because motherfuckers want some attention. All right, let's keep it going. I'm still with you, baby. All right, like I was telling you, the Nile right here. So I'm looking at another pyramid right here too. When I was driving around before or riding with somebody before, I was just seeing all over the place. Shit, even right here, you have another step pyramid right here. Just because it's a square box at the top doesn't mean it's still not a pyramid. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in as much as far as I go. It's some symbolism on this building right here. I want to show you, but I'm gonna have to get a lot closer. All right, yeah, when I just showed you, when I was walking further, I'm like, this is the same actual building. So it looks separated, but it's actually connected. From a distance, you can see it. Right here, the one step, goes up, step. And then there's the last step, but it's just indifferent. It's all the same building, but it's connected right there. There's a walkway in between it, but it's all connected. So it's just a pyramid just on the side. You can't see. There's another pyramid right here. From a distance, you can see it. Yeah, that building straight ahead is going on focus for a little bit. Going to focus back, but it has like 4 pyramids on one, pyramids on the side of the top of the building. But in the front of it, as you can see right there, that's the main pyramid. That's how the building is shaped. But this is the architecture from what I was showing you from earlier. Don't tell me y'all still trying to follow me again. Don't tell me. Fuck y'all anyway. Yeah. I saw this on the way walking around. I wanted to show this too. I've never seen this. This is the first time I've ever seen this ever. How amazing this looks. It reminded me of that scene in The Wiz when they had that big circle. And I think it was at what was the name of that place? The Emerald City. It kind of reminds me of the way it kind of looks. But this is a closer look at that pyramid I was telling you about. See, that's the connector for the building right there. How it goes from step. So get it right for you. From step to step to step, step, all the way up. Okay, I just saw this. I just started to read it a little bit, and so I read it. Okay, historic Kings Road, British East Florida. Now you know the British, or you know, the Queen and all that. They use a lot of our Kemetic or Egyptian regalia. And you look again. There's another pyramid right here. I'm gonna get back to the. See, there's another pyramid right there. Boom, right there. And it's all of these have them. All of those poles, those little beige light poles, they have them. All have those pyramids on the top of them. Okay. All right, let me show you. The King's Road, built in the British, built British to the American Revolution, began at the St. Mary's River, passed through Calford, Jacksonville, crossed the St. John's River. That river I just showed you when I went over the bridge, that's the St. John's River. It is believed that present-day Liberty Street, approximately 1 mile east of this marker, and continue south to New Smyrna. During the Revolution, American troops used this route to make attacks on British forces. The most notable of these engagements was the Alligator Creek Bridge, June 30th, 1778. Following this battle, the invasion of Florida by American troops ceased. Now, if you look at everything, they would have everybody. Now, the reason why I'm showing you all these pyramids, there's more to show. While I'm standing here, I'm looking around, there's more to show right now. But the reason why I'm showing you this, because you keep the people that now for me, listening to plenty of lectures from Bobby Hemmett. You know, he was in one of the lectures he was saying how the St. John's River is the Nile River of the West. So we're the melanated people, or so-called black people here, we're a culmination of a lot of different cultures out east. Some of us was already here already. I'm not trying to get in no debates with nobody. I know some of us was already here, and some of us came from other places, and we're a culmination. When we traveled from different places, and then when they gave us up in those certain different places, we were the people that was in Kemet or in Egypt. Some of us were priests, and some of us was the farmers, some of us was the kings, or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? When we got transported over here, we were like the alchemical mixture of a new melanated being. We came over here. So in order for you to feel like you don't, in order for you to feel like you still at home, they have to put you around all this architecture. Look at right behind me. Oh, they gotta put you around all this architecture. But look at this, the new Nile River. So of course the British have something to do with this. That's why I did this. And then everything makes sense. Why I'm like, I never even knew this was even here. Like, that's why all this makes sense. Why all this even looks like this. But you have a lot of different places in different cities, like have a lot of symbolism. Washington D.C. does. I think it was New York City does. Atlanta does. Birmingham, Alabama was supposed to have been, I think it's Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to have been the first Atlanta, but had turned Atlanta into, like, that was the bigger city. So they ended up using that as the mainstay. But see, right here again, they Ameris, you have the lion, Ameris Bank right here. That's the lion, the rising of Judah, almost like the same thing as the Sphinx. The Sphinx is in the middle of the earth. But they say there's a couple of Sphinxes, not just one, but the one at Giza, that was the one where it's supposed to be Sekhmet, the Babylon, the rising of the lion, almost like the sleeping giant. So yeah, that's what Atlantis means, the melanated woman. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. This is just a short stop. I'm gonna keep going though. Let's see. I just saw something. But I'll catch it a little bit later. Hold on. Man, if you can see it, pay attention, man. While I'm walking, I'm looking at stuff. So I can see the next thing I can get to put in this. See right here, the very top of it, it's a pyramid. Now look at the side of it, how it goes, boom, like that. So if you have the people's mind state to feel like they're still in Egypt or a Kemet, they're gonna feel like they're right at home. But you know what I'm saying? It's just the more of the fact of, to me in my mind, when I started doing this, I was looking out, I said I should put something together that I see it. Why, like when I was walking around before, I've seen it before, or when I was driving around. So the reason why I'm saying is it's almost like they created a new one in order you to feel complacent. But before the dynastic period, there was the Typhonian period, and that's the of the dragon. So everybody feel like they kings and queens and all of that. You got to go even further, go back even further than that. So that's why I'm pushing for this, and I know what I'm pushing for is it's quite different. And even right here, see this right here. This, it might not look like nothing to you, but look, if you look very closely, how it looks. There's another pyramid right here. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Even the hill itself. But that's what it is. It's another pyramid. There's pyramids everywhere out here because they'll have you thinking, have you feeling like you're somewhere else, or then you actually are somewhere else. But just have your mind feeling that way. We have another one right there. You say, oh, it's just a gazebo, but that's how they do things. And they do things in television. It's like I wouldn't say more of a distraction, more of a like product placement or like a subliminal message. They'll put the subliminal messages around you and you won't pick it up because you're complacent, or you already feel like everything is all good. So, but you don't realize what is actually taking place around you. Even the flagpole setup is exactly the same. I saw this while I was walking. It looks very cool. Trying to get the glare out of the see, and look, wow, that's how everything happens. The top of that pyramid, right? I was showing y'all from before. Now look, exactly right over. So they don't think about this. I'm gonna tell you this. All right, now something just came to me. I'm gonna get back to this mural right here, but something just came to me. You know how our ancestors, they set up the pyramids to correlate with certain stars and in the sun or Ra. Why would this not be in a perfect spot at the very top of that pyramid? And the name of this place is called Prudential. It looks the name of Prudential, or the logo is a mountain, but it looks it's shaped like a pyramid. This is the pyramid I was showing you from before. It goes up and it connects. It's a walkway for people that are walking back and forth, but it goes all the way up. And that's the top of this pyramid right here. And that's where the sun is at on the top. It's almost like the first eye, or some people say the third eye, but it's really the first eye. But I'm gonna get back to this. So it's like the inner earth right here, or inside, basically inside water. You have another one right here. The one I was just showing you right above, there's one right here next to it. It's a lot of it's cornered off, but you can see how it's coming up and down on the sides. Even right here, okay, it's the symbol. We have the state in the middle. It throw you off on purpose, right? So now look, Now this is something the swastika, you find it everywhere. There's nothing wrong with the swastika. All it means is just a whirling sun. So when you see the Nazi salute, all they're doing is I was reading in my book. This book I was reading, it was about the dark side of the Kabbalah, or Icelandic mythology. The actual symbolism for saluting the sun is the Nazi salute. So when they have the 490-degree angles, or the swastika, now look at here. This is what that is. All they have is the symbol of the state of Florida in the middle. But you see 1, 2, 3, 4. If you take that symbol of Florida out the middle, you put them together, it's the swastika. So you find a swastika also in Egypt or Kemet. You find it everywhere in India. You find it in Asia. You find it in where else do you find it? It's another place I know you can find it you can find it in a lot of different places. I'm trying to remember the exact name. In Tibet, yeah, it's Tibet. Well, that's Tibet. I need to get my hands on this book. But I'm not gonna say the name of this book right now in this video. I don't want the book just to all of a sudden just disappear from obscurity. Tibet, they actually took a lot of information from Tibet. The Nazis did, in order to get most of their power. So the power they used was the power they used to get was from there's a lot of things going on around me. I'm trying to just stay focused. A lot of people in cars driving by. The power they used, that's why they was able to make the first, they would learn how to make the atom bomb from our actual energy, or our actual people from here in Tibet. That's why they learned that, because they was actually atoms or melanin. They actually learn how to become alchemists and actually create people, because they were actually created people too also. If these people are created, they can actually create or clone people too also. So that's why the whole war, when I was telling you, I have a video from before called this is the third war. The third war is the war for your mind. That's why there's never been any World War III, because it's the first war and the second war. Those are your two physical eyes. But the third eye, or the first eye, you won't ever see, because it's the war for your mind. That's the war we're in right now. Okay, so that's why I'm putting this together too also. But yeah, it's the war for your mind. And that's why I say this is like, look at this, all this around you is just the war for your mind, because they'll have you feeling like you're somewhere else, but it's your mind. Your body is somewhere, but your mind is still visually thinking that you're somewhere that you're not. All right, let's see if we can keep it going. This is the other side of that building I was showing you. That's a pyramid. Okay. All right, I got a better view of it right here. So as you see, all right, so you can't say, oh, he's reaching. Yeah, reaching. It's another pyramid too. Boom, the sides. It's just shaped different, not from what you're used to. It's just shaped different. But you see the swastika right here. Nothing wrong with the swastika. Nothing wrong with it. Just the sun. That's all it means, the sun. 4 90-degree angles. Look up 1 90-degree angle. It's a corner. But if you turn them, you know what I'm saying? If you turn them, see? You turn it. Get it to focus, right? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a swastika. I got one of my finger right here. Ain't nothing wrong. As long as you know what stuff means, man, you can't. They'll hide things from you all your life. You can't really get it in this picture. It's light. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway. But yeah, that's the swastika right there. Ain't nothing wrong with a swastika. So you got the Florida state of Florida in the symbol. It's in the center, so it'll throw you off. But when it's the sides and the bottom connect, it makes this in a swastika. See how they angled off at different points. It's 4 90-degree angles. 90 times 4 is 360. 360 degrees is an actual circle. A circle is a whirling sun. The sun. All right. And right here, you got 3 pyramids right here. Right next to the swastika. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just showing you. I know what I'll be seeing. I'll be seeing when I was around here. I know what I was seeing. And go another one right here. And it comes up and comes on the side. I mean, and there's steps leading up to it in the front of it. It's 1, 2, 3 steps. Well, it's actually 4 of them, but it's hard to see because we're facing it. It looks like a 2D image, but from what I can see from my eyes, I can see 3D. The steps. See, I'm so I can see. Step right here, step right there, step, and it right there. Same thing. Lion of Judah. Yo, I'm just walking to the next stop, right? I'm walking, I look inside this building, it's abandoned, right? I look inside. Look close with me. Look. The KEMET eye. That's what the building, that's what the inside that says. The KEMET. I'm walking, I look to my right. Yeah, you still can't see what I look like. I know. You will never see what I look like. The KEMET eye. Crazy. You got another one right here. That's one thing I noticed. A lot of banks have a lot of pyramids around them. Or on them. Now, walking back, you always see some things differently from what you saw the first time. All right, I saw this side, right? I told y'all about this pyramid from the side, the front of the side of the building I saw, but I didn't see the front of it. This looks like the temple by the Olmecs in Mexico. Side, the walkway leading up to the front, you got the steps on the side, right? You got the walkway, like the Olmecs, they call them the Aztecs, but it's really the Olmecs. They were like, where all the people go? Yeah, the people, when they knew the Spanish invaders were coming, they got up out of there. They moved around to different parts of the area. So they left the shit there. But yeah, it's another walk, another like a pyramid in Mexico. There's pyramids everywhere, but our ancestors left pyramids around the world not to for them to be seen or for like the physical essence of them, but to show us they knew we had already fallen by that time anyway. So they was like showing, what they were showing was that we are walking pyramids. Now picture with me, I know it's kind of hard to hear me with all these cars passing me by, right? Picture this. You got your bottom 2 eyes, right? Your bottom 2 eyes, that's the, all right, good, no cars coming. You got your bottom two eyes, and that's your bottom of your pyramid, that's your physical eyes, the bottom of the pyramid, right? And then you see like this, you see the bottom of your physical eyes, but the top, what they call the third eye, is really your first eye. Okay, because you're not this body. You only use this body as a vehicle or a machine or like as a tool to get information to take back to the dream world. So everybody that's been killing our people, killing melanated people, what they're doing is killing for the organs, but what they're actually doing is leading to their own demise. There's something that they don't realize. So it's something they don't realize they're gonna actually lead to their own demise. But peace. I'm gonna keep going actually. I almost cut the video. I think I remember something else I gotta show y'all. But yeah, I'm trying to get there as soon as I'm gonna get there as soon as I can. But your physical eyes are your bottom eyes, or your bottom of the pyramid, and your third eye or your first eye, really it's called it's really your first eye because you're not this physical body. Just like the story of Satan or the story of for lack of better words, Jesus. Like he came down to this body, or he came down to the earth, just like you came down your father's spine. You came down your father's spine from his mind. That's when you're in your higher place, your mind. You go down the spine, 33 vertebrae, or why 33 degrees of masonry, reaching your highest point. It's Darth. Like Darth Vader, the darkest point. So that's where all the melanin is held for all the melanated people. But yeah, so when you go down the spine, when he ejaculates and you come out the penis and you go into the woman, that's like the earth. Now you're inside. Now you're finna come down. You've been reincarnated to come back to this earth. All right, but I'm gonna pause the video and get to where I need to get to. All right, so I'm gonna show you one last thing. I'm gonna end it. just seen as I was walking and going to the next, get into the next one. It's a Buddha with the knotty hair. Anytime you see the Buddha with the shaved hair, that's the one afterward. The one with the knotty hair, that's the first one, the original one. And because it's a melanated person, and when they cut the hair out, they want to let you know, to not show who was the original. Okay, this is the last one right here I wanted to show you. It's a little more, but you get the point by now. As you see, let's see. This is the county courthouse right here. All right, and as you can see, the pyramid right in the front. So as you go, it goes to show you. It's just, you know, there's pyramids everywhere. All right, this is the new KEMET, the new Egypt. It's right off the Nile. The St. John's River flows upstream. Jacksonville.